everybody, and welcome to day 7 of Booktube-A-Thon. Guys, it's the last day of Booktube-A-Thon. It happened. Let's talk about reading. Let's talk about today in reading. Today in Katie's reading news, I read 2 pages of Clockwork Angel. I was just so incredibly not in the mood today. I tried real hard and I just would read like a sentence and be like, nope. Let's just talk about this whole week and all the things I read. I read 2 whole books, which not that great, but I feel like I accomplished something by making 6 videos in 7 days. If I hadn't made videos every day, probably would have read more, but like, what's the fun in that? Probably reading, but you know. So let's talk about the books and what I thought of them. Okay, as you may recall, the first book that I started Booktube-A-Thon off with was Noggin by John Corey Whaley. I was 100 pages in on the first day and I finished it on day 3. And I was kind of like, about it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I liked the writing style. It was an interesting premise. Main character though, man oh man, Travis, go home. This is my first book and I read 240 pages of this book during the Booktube-A-Thon. Yay! The second book I read, and the only full book I read completely in Booktube-A-Thon, was Matilda by Roald Dahl. I read this on the 4th day of Booktube-A-Thon, the 3rd and 4th days of Booktube-A-Thon. I gave this book, I think, 3 out of 5 stars. I feel like I should change it to 4 out of 5 though. This is where we get into some tricky territory. Now the first book I picked up that I tried to read that I just wasn't feeling was The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Wasn't in the mood to read something scary. It starts off with like a family murder. I read 13 pages of this book and then I was like, I want something else. Next, I picked up Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Saoban and Vivian. I didn't hate this. I only got about 90 pages in, actually 86 pages in, sorry. I might come back to this. I'm not really sure. The final book that I picked up and did not finish during Booktube-A-Thon was Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I'm only like 33 pages in. I like it so far. My total page count, none of this is impressive. My total page count is 612 pages. I feel so like, saying that. Whatever. It's still a lot, I guess. I don't know. So let's talk about our challenges for today. The challenges have made this, because if it wasn't for the challenges, I would feel like such a failure right now, but I don't because of the challenges. Thank you, challenges. Thank you. Our first challenge was to show where we've been reading. I read here sometimes. Sometimes I read over here. I read like a whole book in that chair right there. This is a coffee shop and it's closed because it's Sunday and I feel like I'm in the FBI. I'm getting out of here, this is weird. So sometimes I like to come here and read because this is a school and there's nobody here. I thought it would be a good idea to read in this like really sketchy structure. I sat right here and I got bit by a lot of ants. It was a good time. I also sat at this table and got bit by more bugs. Do you like this weird artistic shot of my feet? I don't think I like this anymore. Our second challenge was to build a book domino and to knock down the books as if they were dominoes. And I did that. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. You better be. Now we're gonna see if this works. It probably will because it's not a very intricate design. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And that was it. I am done Booktube-A-Thon. I have, oh wow, what a moment we just had. The clock literally just struck midnight. Midnight? The clock just struck midnight and Booktube-A-Thon is officially over for me. I feel really solemn right now. I think we're done with the moment of silence. Okay, so I hope you guys had a good Booktube-A-Thon. I really enjoyed this week. It was really, really fun, even though I didn't read much. I'll probably read like 4 books next week. Like, watch. I'm just gonna like, I will talk to you guys very, very soon, and I will see you later. Bye.